What's up guys, welcome back to another video. In today's video, I'm going to be sharing my experiences as far as what you need to start mountain biking and what I've learned over my year mountain biking now. I know you guys been seeing a lot of my progress, and I kind of want to just tell about how I got there and start sharing information about what I learned and everything like that. So this video is just going to be helping the beginners, because I still feel like I'm a beginner / intermediate rider. So I kind of want to share my thoughts and share my experiences about what you need as a beginner mountain biker. Just to let you guys know, I'm nowhere near an expert or anything at this stuff. I just get on the bike and ride it, honestly. I barely even know how to air up my shock. I just wanted to tell you guys what I know and what I've experienced so far and what you need as a beginner mountain biker, because I know it's a lot to learn in the beginning, and I'll be honest, half of these things that I'm going to tell you about, I didn't even do at the beginning because I didn't know about it. I just got on the bike and started riding. So I kind of want to let you guys get straight to what you need mountain biking so you don't have to learn from my mistakes. If you're new to the channel, make sure you hit that like and subscribe, and comment down below what kind of rider you are. Are you a beginner, intermediate, or you've been riding a while? Let me know down below, and let's get to it. First on the list of things you need to start mountain biking is a mountain bike, obviously. So the mountain bike is actually personal preference. I started with the Trek Marlin 6, which is pretty much the entry-level mountain bike for Trek, and I think that was a great choice to get into. So something around that would be great for most people, unless you just have the extra budget to get a full suspension. But I think in the long run it helps you become a better rider if you start off with a hardtail. So starting off with a hardtail would definitely benefit you more in the long run, in my opinion. I've been riding for about a year now, and I couldn't imagine starting on the full suspension, because I don't think I would be where I am right now if I started on the full suspension rather than a hardtail, because with the hardtail you got to kind of maneuver around a certain way because it's not as forgiving as the full suspension. So with the bike, like I said, it's personal preference, but in my opinion, I'd recommend you go with the hardtail, preferably a budget hardtail, just to see if you actually like mountain biking, and if it's becoming a long-term thing, then you can always upgrade later. And you'll be glad you started with that bike, because once you upgrade, you'll realize how much the bikes really make a difference once you go up in tier in bikes, because I definitely did. Number 2 on the list of things you need to start mountain biking is a helmet. That's one thing you don't want to go cheap on. There's some other things you can go cheap on, but never go cheap on the helmet. And I've actually had an experience where I fell off my bike and hit my head, and I'm glad that I had a decent helmet on. I didn't have the most expensive helmet on, but I didn't have the cheapest helmet on either. And I was doing dirt jumps, and I landed, hit my head on the ground, and that helmet actually held up pretty well. So I said, man, if this helmet held up after that crash, then if I get a little bit better helmet, then that'll even be better. Make sure you get a quality helmet. If you can't afford a quality helmet, I suggest you save a little bit more to get a helmet, because you never know when that fall might come and you need that quality helmet. Trust me, from experience, I know that the helmet makes a really big difference, because when I fell, I thought it was going to be way worse than it was, but the helmet made a big difference. I personally use the Bontrager Rally helmet, and I think it's a pretty good helmet. I mean, it's solid, it's well ventilated, and it fits really good, and it's never really hot, and it got really good breathability. But you could choose whatever helmet you want, but that's just the helmet I wear personally. So just to give you some context of what kind of helmet you should be looking into getting. The number 3 thing you need when starting mountain biking are gloves. Some decent gloves. You don't need to get the most expensive gloves for sure. This is one thing you can cheap out a little bit on. You don't have to get the most expensive gloves, but gloves definitely help with grip on the handlebars. And I've fallen off the bike a few times without gloves and scarred my hands up, so it helps with that. Or if you're riding a trail and you're going through a tree, and sometimes your hand will hit the side of the tree and stuff, so you just want to have your hands protected, because I mean, you need your hands to ride the bike. You don't want them all sore and beat up when you're trying to navigate through a trail. So gloves are definitely something I think you need when you mountain bike. I guess you could throw this in the number 3 too, along with the gloves, are knee pads and elbow guards, or elbow sleeves, or elbow pads, whatever you want to call them. I have Fox Enduro pads, knee pads and elbow pads. Well, they're called knee sleeves and elbow sleeves, but they're padded though. I would suggest you get those too, or just some pads in general, because I've fallen off a few times and scarred my arms up and my knees. So just having that extra protection, it just helps you feel more confident on the trail, and you don't really have to worry so much about falling off the bike because you know you'll have some of the impact kind of taken away from the pads and the gloves and everything, so you can focus more on riding instead of your safety. The fourth thing you want when you start mountain biking is a water bottle. You want to find some kind of way to carry a water bottle with you, whether it be on a backpack or in a camo bag or in a bottle cage on your bike. But you definitely want some water because I've been caught out on the trail without water and it sucks. I finally got a bottle that fits my cage on my bike so I can actually ride with some water now without having to carry water on my back and stuff, because a lot of weight when you're going uphill, it's not fun at all. The fifth thing you need when you start mountain biking is a fix kit for your bike, and I'll be honest, this is something that I'm still struggling with myself because I need to get this stuff myself. I don't have any of it. I don't know how to use this stuff. I'm telling you guys from experience, trust me. You want to have something to fix your bike, because I've been out on the trail where my brakes were rubbing and I didn't know what to do, so I had to leave the trail. I didn't have anything to fix it or anything to attempt to fix it. This is for sure one that I need to work on myself because I don't want to get caught in that situation again. Luckily, I wasn't on an actual long trail. I was just on a single track that you could do it just a bunch of laps, and it wasn't really far. It was just a bunch of jumps and stuff, kind of like a bike park pretty much. So I just had to walk to my car, but if I was on the long trail, that would have sucked. Wait, look at this. I got this air pump thing, or I'm calling it air pump, a shock pump that I haven't even taken out of the casing yet. So I haven't even used this thing. I'm sure I should have used this by now, but I'm still working on it, guys. So like I said, I'm still a beginner / intermediate. I'm trying to learn all this myself, and I just want to take you guys along the journey and tell you guys the things I've experienced to help you out, because I don't want you to have to make these mistakes because they can cost you, and you don't want to be making a mistake that you could avoid it. So make sure you definitely carry extra tubes, and if you ride tubeless, try to carry some air cartridges or some CO2 cartridges, or what they call, and some tire levers and stuff, just to be able to have the tools you need to fix whatever it is you need to fix. Number 6 on the things you need to start mountain biking are the proper shoes, because if you wear tennis shoes or anything like that, your feet can slip off the pedals really easy. I learned that the hard way, and I'm sure a lot of bikers could tell you the same thing. You don't want your feet sliding off the pedals because those pedals hurt and you don't want to get shinned. I personally wear the Shimano GR5s. They're pretty good. I mean, all mountain biking shoes kind of look like that at the bottom. A lot of people wear 510s. I don't wear 510s because those are the shoes I started with when I first started mountain biking, so that's all I know. Maybe if I decide to get a different pair, I'll try some 510s, but those Shimano GR5s work for me. But I heard the 510s are really grippy and sticky too, so those are only the 2 shoes I know about. Definitely get some good, decent mountain biking shoes. You won't regret it. Number 7 on the list, in my opinion, that you need mountain biking when you first get started is patience, because it's a long journey. You'll never get complacent. It'll always be something else you can learn. You got to have that patience to learn and get comfortable and take the bumps and bruises, because you'll definitely get those no matter what. And just having the patience and working through the whole process, it just makes it more fun once you get better and better and better. Number 8 on the list is make sure you get comfortable clothes. Make sure you get some pants or a shirt or something that's flexible that you can kind of move around in, maneuver in. You don't want to be riding all stiff and stuff and your body can't breathe. Get something that's pretty much that you can have some compression or some breathability in your clothes, and also be able to move your legs and maneuver around the way you want to. You don't want to feel restricted when you're mountain biking at all. So make sure you get some comfortable clothes. Number 9 on the list, and it's something that really helped me out mountain biking, is ride with someone that's experienced, because they can push you to get better and not force you to do anything, but say, oh, you want me to follow you, or you want to follow me into this line, or you want to follow me do this. It's a lot easier than you think to ride behind someone and do it, whatever it is they're doing, and you'll just do it automatically. I just don't know how it works, but it does. I got a lot better like that. I was riding behind a lot of people that was more experienced than me, and just seeing them do it gave me the confidence that I can do it. So trailing somebody or riding with somebody that's experienced, it gives you a lot more confidence, and it helps you become a better rider a lot faster than riding alone. And number 10 on the list, and my final tip for what you need to start mountain biking, is start small. You can maybe start on the sidewalk, start on the street. You don't even have to start on the trail. Just get comfortable on the bike and just have fun at first. Get comfortable on the bike. Make sure you know how to use the bike, how the bike works, and just get as familiar with the bike as you can before you actually take it on the trail, and that helps out a lot. Just have fun, get comfortable with the bike, and just enjoy it, because once you get it down and you get out there and get that trail riding and all that in, man, it's nothing like it. Just make sure you start small so you can build that confidence up, because mountain biking is all about confidence. If you have confidence, you can do a lot more than what you ever imagined. So start small, enjoy the process, build the confidence up, and you will definitely become a better rider than you ever thought. And those are my 10 things that I feel you need as a beginner mountain biker. I'm sure I missed a lot of them, because mountain biking is just a whole situation. It's a lot to learn, it's a lot to know, it's a lot that you can talk about. But this is my first time making this style video. I want to just take you guys on my journey and help you throughout the process, giving you information I've learned, or telling you how I learned to do this or such and such, and just share all my information with you guys instead of just going out there riding and you seeing what I'm doing. I kind of want to verbalize how I got there, or help you get to that point, or help you get more confident and learn more things that I've learned over my time mountain biking. So make sure you hit that like and comment, subscribe. If I missed anything, let me know, and I'll be glad to answer it in the comments. But like I said, I'm still learning myself. So thanks you guys for watching. I hope this video helped a lot, and I'll see you guys in the next one.